it going? I'm excellent. Have a good one. That's called criminal summoning. The entity's sounding sirens, and then you've got demons strolling right on by. That's called crossing path, where you keep a fake sun for purposes of maintaining the elements of monitoring, and that's grounds of federal prison. Okay? Doing so while it's a minor child as well. Yeah, that's P.O.C. with a minor child. This is what the people of the state are routinely doing. And that's what they're all doing, living at a community that is engaged in federal group stalking and monitoring. The people of the state are routinely, as you will learn, utilizing minor children. That, let me be clear, but what does that mean? The government is routinely utilizing minor children to engage in sexual violence. Okay, children are group stalking while the entity stalks with audible activity while my legs are open, genitalia exposed. You've got children living at the property, group stalking. Okay, Akeem. Oh no, that's Luis Raul. Luis Ramos. There he is. While he drives by, engineer light goes by. He's going to federal prison. He's not even on the lease here. Him and Jeanette Balderas are going to federal prison. And I want you to see the fake sun that walked toward him. There it is. And this is not going to create any sunlight that bounces off of your vehicle onto the wall. This is indeed a demon, license 9CYE741. You can see the engineer Tiffany Cherez's car. That's not sunlight either. You can see it emitting from her mirror onto the door, and you can see it emitting off of his vehicle onto the lower part of this door. This demon crosses path while the entity sounds sirens, and he does this very heavily. The state will see this. He's going to federal prison for a long time. He's also a violent sex offender, not only because he's group stalking, but because the entity is group stalking in the parking lot. When I go to the gym early in the morning, only a sex offending psychopath would sit in a parking lot waiting for me to walk out, which is what Luis Ramos would engage in. All right, he's engaged in group stalking right now. That's called crossing a path, and the entity is doing so in an environment where the sun would never be present, nor would it be present all day long. And he is in custody of minor children, him and the threat that Jeanette Balderas posed to the public, to themselves, and the children that will be removed from their custody. It's a random act, an ongoing, ceaseless, and convenient act of terrorism to cross paths with engineer light. And while you are openly exhibiting your demon possession, it is an act of terrorism in the U.S., achieving a criminal system in concert with a corrupt government. Those are very serious federal offenses that he just, seamlessly engages in and walks right back into his apartment. He's going to federal prison. All right, 9CYE741, and he's heavily documented doing that over and over and over and over and over again. And you also see him doing that at multiple times in the day where the fake sun. And this is what I'm saying. He's going to federal prison because you'll see him doing it in the morning, and you'll see him doing it at the end of the day where you will see the same fake sun at the same property. That's why the evidence speaks for itself. All right, he just committed a criminal act on behalf of the state. And he is incriminating everyone else as well, because that's what they're all doing. Those sex offenders live with minor children. Those psychopaths, those demon-possessed criminals that are sounding sirens are acting with criminals that devote their lives living at a crime scene. And since you're so devoted, you're all going to federal prison. All right? And he's not different from the one that's leaned over on a walker monitoring me in my office where engineer light, where my shadow is projected onto a wall, as opposed to being on the ground where there's some sort of sunlight, which would never appear underneath a structure into the depths of a building. That's engineered light. It's not even sunlight. Okay, that's Roger Chu. He's going to federal prison. All right, it's currently, again, 3:46 p.m. This is P.O.C.